Now, how do we want to approach programming this part? Well, as you can see, all of the features that we're going to machine are cylindrical. Okay, so we got a big pocket in the middle here. We need to hog out. So let's go ahead and drill a large hole in the middle of this part, right at the program 0. That will help get some material out of there and will help when we high-speed pocket this out. So let's go ahead and take a look at what tools we have defined. Okay. Saying looks what drills we got. Let's take a look at the tool dialog and look at drills. Okay, so we got a 3/4 inch drill. Let's go ahead and create a 1.5 inch drill. So I'm going to go 1-1/2. Okay, and make the tool diameter 1.5 and the shank diameter 1.5. Okay, and let's see, 1.5, tool length is 4, the flute length is 1.5. That should be okay. Okay, that looks like it should be okay. And we added a tool holder. And feeds and speeds, we're not going to be setting any feeds and speeds for the demonstration, obviously, because you're going to use the feeds and speeds that are required for your machine and the materials that you cut. So we'll go ahead and we can put just some feeds and speeds in here just to for this part itself. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick OK. It just populated some feeds and speeds. We're going to go save this tool. So we have a 1.5 inch drill here on the left. We're going to pick exit. So what we're going to do some drilling first. We're going to drill a 1.5 inch hole in the center, and then we're going to also drill some spot drilling in these pocket areas to just help facilitate the rest of the drilling or pocketing of those holes. So let's go ahead and we'll do the whole menu and pick drill. And one thing to note here, for drilling, all you need to drill and all that it's going to be calculating in order to drill is the point at which the drilling occurs. So if you're drilling on a diameter, it's going to calculate the center point of that diameter to locate the drill. So the reason I'm telling you that is that you only need one entity per hole, and that entity will either be a point or it'll be an arc. If it's an arc or a circle, then the program will calculate the center point and position the drill at that point. Obviously, if it's a point, it'll use that point. So what I'm getting at is you don't need to select circles to drill. But in our case, we do have circles, but we have some interrupted circles. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pick the select drill point circles button, and for the spot drilling, we're going to do some spot drilling on these holes. So I'm just going to select these holes here, and you'll see that for this one I'm only selecting one edge. As I mentioned, one entity per hole. So we're just going to pick this one partial edge and we're going to work our way around. And we also want to do a spot drill in this larger pocket counterbore of this slot. So we'll just pick this out, one of this entities on the outer diameter. We'll just work our way around, As I mentioned, these holes are being programmed from the bottom side, so we're not going to mess with those. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. And we'll do that. Now, if you do happen to select multiple entities for a single hole, it's going to drill it that many times. So don't select more than one entity per drill point. Okay, so it looks like we got them all done. Okay, so let's go ahead and select our drill. See what we got here for a spot drill. We got a center drill, 1/4 inch. Let's use that. Feeds and speeds, cut parameters. We'll do a deep drill. We're going to go down just 1/8 of an inch. And the location of cut geometry we'll say is at top. And we're going to step increment 6 or 05. Okay. In sorting, we got a bunch of holes, so we're going to do a directional minimum distance sort. Okay. So there's our our center drill for those drill points or pocket points. Also, we want, as I mentioned, we're going to do a drill, a large 1.5 inch diameter drill in the center. Let's go ahead and do that. Pick drill. For this case, we're just going to select just one of these edges. And also, I want to mention here, when you drill, you have to select a circular edge, an arc, a circle. Okay, it has to be either an arc or a circle or a point. No curves, no spline curves, nothing that is not recognized as an arc, a point, or a circle. Okay, so we selected a circular arc. It'll automatically determine the center point for us. So for the tool, we're going to use the, let's see, 1 1/2 inch drill. For the cut parameters, we're going to do a deep drill. And let's go in a step increment of, I guess 125 is okay. And the location of cut geometry is at the top of the part. And for the depth, let's just go ahead and calculate that. Pick a point on the top and a point on the bottom. So it's 0.0625. So let's go ahead, and everything else looks good. Let's just generate that. Okay, so there's our hole. Let's go ahead and simulate these holes. Oh, okay, let's see what's going on there. Looks like our flute length is not long enough. So let's go into here. Let's look at that. Look at that drill. Okay, our flute length. Flute length is 1.5. That should be okay. Tool diameter 1.5. Let's go that up to 2. Do that to 2. Okay, tip angle, shank diameter, everything else looks okay. Let's go ahead and save it as the tool. Pick OK or exit. Let's generate that again. And we'll go to view for viewport layout. Okay, that's what it is. Let's go ahead and take a look at the depth. Okay, 1.062, and we're adding the tooltip. Let's see if we can go ahead and simulate that. Okay. Let's go ahead and play that again. Let's turn the stock on. So we've got that through hole drilled all the way through. Then let's go also, we'll simulate. Let's go ahead and move this one up, and we'll simulate the spot drills. Okay, looks like we're cutting a little bit deep there. Okay, let's go ahead and shorten the depth, the drill depth. Let's go 0.06. And I'll simulate that. Okay, that's better. So these are the spot drill locations for those pockets. Okay.